Welcome, Transformer fans. My name is Composite Enerjoe, and today's review is on the final battle changer, and that is Scourge. So this is the Transformers Rise of the Beasts battle changer, Scourge. And here he is in his vehicle mode, which is not properly colored, but I kind of like this color scheme, this sort of green and orange and gray tone color scheme. I think it's kind of neat. But yeah. And this vehicle mode is based off of the film version, obviously, which is it's a modified, not exactly, but it's based off of the armored Peterbilt 359 truck that he has in the film, which I believe is the same one. I don't know if it's the same exact model, but it's a similar model to the one Optimus Prime had in the original trilogy. You know, the 2007, Revenge of the Fallen, and Dark of the Moon. That version of Optimus. So, yeah. So, here is the Battle Changer version. And, yeah. Pretty cool. And he is the last one of the Battle Changers, which, if you recall in my other videos, I mentioned that I actually really like these figures. Both at their price point. I like the size of the price point. And like the detailing on them. They could maybe have a smidge more articulation, but I think it's good enough. So yeah, he does roll fairly well. I believe, yeah, he has all 6 wheels roll, which is very nice. Was not expecting that. And yeah, pretty nicely detailed. He does have here the Terrorcon logo, which is cool. Obviously, he doesn't have like the detail of having all of the other badges there from like the other factions, but he's got the Terracon one. That's still pretty neat. So, woo. So yeah, let's get on with transformation, which is like most of the battle changes fairly straightforward. So lift up the smokestacks. Then I believe you split this. Right. And then you lift this down, I believe. Oh no, my bad. You move these down a smidge. Then bring forward the arms, click them into place, and then bring this down. Straighten up, rotate, and done. Here we have Scourge, which is a very cool little mold. This is a very, very cool little robot mode. I'm actually not the biggest fan of Scourge's design. He does look pretty cool, but I don't know. I've always felt there was something off about it. Yeah, I think the thing is, I think I was just disappointed that he wasn't like an evil Optimus Prime. Like, as weird as it's gonna sound, I remember there was a theory rolling around like before Rise of the Beast came out, and maybe there was some intent to have that maybe be a thing, maybe an early draft or something. But I was on board. I was all for having Scourge be like the original Bay versus Optimus Prime, but like somehow corrupted and turned evil by Unicron. So you have the newer Prime versus the older Prime. I kind of would have liked to have seen that, but in hindsight, in retrospect, I think it is better they didn't do that, since I personally really like the Bay versus Prime. That original Prime from the first 5 movies. Before, you know, they added or whatever, we're still not 100%. I'm convinced that Bumblebee was a reboot to the series, and then it led to Rise of the Beasts. But with the time travel shenanigans of Rise of the Beasts, it really could technically still be connected. I honestly have no idea. Anything is possible at this point, honestly. So yeah, pretty cool head sculpt. And yeah, so articulation-wise, it isn't much. It's just, what is it? He has a waist, ball joints at the arms and the legs. And that's pretty much it. I will say that his actual claw hand, I feel like it should be turned the other way. Like, I feel like it should just turn around so that this is the part that grabs and not like this. That's kind of a weird choice. Then you have the other hand, which has the weapon, which is just a blade. And yeah, the battle changers all have like a flip out weapon gimmick. And for him, it's just, do you want the blade up or blade forward. I mean, it's okay, but honestly, I think this is like the second weakest of the flip out gimmicks, in my opinion. I feel like they could have done a little bit more with this. I mean, it's cool, but it's nothing much. And speaking of which, that actually brings me to this. So let's do some size comparisons, because there's not really any much more to talk about here. So let's go with standard trio, ratchet, cliff jumper, and primal. Let me adjust this a bit so they're all in frame. There we go. And now, as a bonus size comparisons, I have his fellow battle changers. So here we have Prime, Bumblebee, Scourge, then Mirage, and let me back up a bit. There we go. And there we have Rhinox. And I've placed them in this is not like order of release or anything like that. I placed them in order from left to right of how much I like them. Not to, to be mean or anything, because I think these are all great, solid little figures, but I'd have to say that the Optimus Prime is probably the best one all around. The transformation is cool, the vehicle and robot mode look cool, the articulation is actually not bad, and the flip out gimmick is probably my favorite on him, because it's just flip out blade and no blade, and he still has both hands. Bumblebee would be next. Again, cool. The transformation is a bit finicky, is a bit weird. Articulation is still good. The flip out gimmick is nice because it just goes from hand to blaster and has some decent articulation. Scourge to me is right in the middle because he has the articulation and the design, but the flip out gimmick isn't that great. Then Mirage, who's not bad, but his articulation is a little bit limited, even though he has the flip out gimmick, and the design, I don't know. I think he could have been a little bit more slimmed down, but he does have knees. But then so does Rhinox, and unfortunately, Rhinox is probably the worst one, and I really hate to say that because I like Rhinox, because the design is not bad, but the flip out gimmick is non-existent. It goes from having it out and just having the thing for transformation. He might as well not have one. So yeah. So these are the battle changers from Rise of the Beast, and I think they're solid figures. I actually wouldn't mind if this style of figure comes back, because I like it. They're just straightforward transformations with a simple little gimmick, which is the weapon, and that's it. So yeah. So this has been my review of the Transformers Rise of the Beasts battle changer. Did I say Battle Master earlier? Feels like I did. These are the battle changers. So yeah, the Transformers Rise of the Beast battle changer Scourge, and a little overall ranking of them, in my opinion. He's like solid in the middle. So yeah, so Scourge. So yeah, pretty cool figure. All of them are very nice. I personally feel that Optimus is the best one. So yeah, one more time. This has been my review of the Transformers Rise of the Beast battle changer Scourge. This is Composite Enerjoe signing off. Peace out and be safe.